Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Tabby with Tabby's Tea, and today we are going to be talking about the Jeffree Star and Nate breakup. Can we just say, holy 2020. The internet is really like shaking in its boots right now. What in the world just happened? Like, we have been waiting on this news, we've been waiting for the bomb to drop, and finally Jeffree has released the announcement of all announcements. Jeffree and Nate have broken up! What in the world has happened? Like, girl. Let's get into it. So welcome back to my channel. If you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. We have been speculating, we have been trying to figure out the tea for days and days and days now, and guess what? Jeffree finally just spilled the tea. Well, he says it's not tea, but girl, it's some tea.
This isn't drama, this isn't tea.
Jeffree just spilled everything on why he has been radio silent, why he's not been on his social medias, why he's not been on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, and guess what? Jeffree and Nathan have broken up. What has happened?
We've tried to film this 10 times now, and I've cried every single time, and we are a few weeks of me and Nathan no longer being together, and
like, yes, we speculated, yes, we wondered, and you know, there was whispers of this and that, girl, but I never thought that it would actually be this. Like, yes, I wondered, but then I was like, no, surely not. Like, that little voice kept telling me, like, surely not. Like, this cannot be happening. They are the couple. Like, how is this possible? Girl, it's possible because it just happened. Jeffree released his video. The couple has split. He says that they love each other, but they are not in love. Let's just take a moment of silence because, girl, I don't even know what else to say. So almost immediately after Jeffree posted his video announcing the breakup, all the major news publications and everything were immediately dropping articles and videos talking about the breakup. People magazine was quick to report, also like Page 6 and all the entertainment, like major publications. That's all they could talk about was Jeffree and Nate's breakup. It was major. The internet was definitely shook. I had planned on making a video later this afternoon because this morning we had to go out, me and my daughter, and run some errands. But she wants to pop on and say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say happy 2020.
Happy 2020.
Happy 2020. Okay, let me record, okay? So we've been doing that this morning. So I was, I've been checking Jeffree's Instagram and Twitter every day, like multiple times a day, just waiting on the news to drop of what had actually happened because this tour was canceled. And lo and behold, girl, you would know that the one day that I was not checking because I was out running errands and busy, keeping up with the toddler in the stores and everything like that is crazy anyway. So I'm trying to keep up with her and watch her every move and everything. The weather was nice today. Girl, it's been like 70 degrees. Like, what is going on? It's like record high temperatures here in Tennessee. Like, I don't know what has happened. But anyway, I wasn't mad about it because I am not a cold weather person. We stopped in and got some good Japanese food, girl. It was bomb. And so we were eating our Japanese food. We get back home and I'm like, well, I'll just do some things around the house that I need to get done for a little bit. And then this afternoon, maybe when she lays down and takes a nap or something, I'll get on here. Well, I pop on for just a second on my social media just to check my messages or whatever. Girl, the bomb was done dropped. Jeffree and Nathan has split up. What the HELL?
There's no easy way to say this, but we did break up.
And I'm like, the 1 second that I was away, that's when the news drops. Ain't that how it always happens? Like, when you're not expecting it or waiting on it, that's the moment. We were all wondering, there were so many different theories out there about what happened with Jeffree. A lot of people were saying that it was relationship related, but we didn't know. Even though it was speculated and even though, that question had been out there, and I even had asked that on my channel, do y'all think it's relationship related? But I didn't really honestly think oh my gosh, they broke up. I just thought that was a theory. Let's hope it's not true. Okay, so let's talk about Jeffree's video that he's released about the breakup. a few things caught my attention. Well, quite a few things, but let's just talk about a few of them. Okay, one, he says that they've been broken up for, like, I think he said a few weeks or a couple weeks now. I know he's been quiet on his social media for, like, about a week, but in his video, he said they've been broken up a couple weeks. So that would mean that, at least for a few days anyway, he was pretending like everything was okay and still being on his social media during the time that they first, like, were splitting up. I don't know, like, that's what I thought. I thought, how's he saying that they've been split up for a couple weeks? Like, when did that happen?
We are a few weeks of me and Nathan no longer being together, and I've used a lot of this time of silence to just try to heal.
I forget what day that Mitchel had released that thing. Was it like, I think it was like 5 or 6 days maybe that he's been quiet. But he said in his video, girl, that they've been broken up a couple weeks now. Another thing that I noticed in his video is, even though he was very emotional, he is to the point where he can talk about it without, like, actually breaking down and sobbing, which I'm sure it's taken him quite a bit to get to the point where he could talk about it with us on camera without that happening, because they've been together 5 years. You know, that was emotional. One thing that Jeffree did not say in the video that I'm wondering is, the big question in my mind was, who initiated the breakup? Like, was this something that they both came to decide individually and discuss it? But, you know, there has to be, even with that, even if they're both, like, agreeing that they should split up, because Jeffree even said, we love each other, but we are not in love.
Nathan is the only man that I've ever been in love with. Me and Nathan are friends. I feel like I need to say that because I feel like the internet spirals and creates so many false stories. Me and Nathan will be friends forever. I will always have love for him. Are we in love with each other? No. But we love each other, and he will always be in my life. He changed me. He changed me for the better, and that's why I'm so appreciative of him. He showed me how to love myself. He changed my world.
But he's the love of my life. That's what Jeffree said, right? So I'm thinking, who initiated the breakup? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, did Nate come out and say that he was over the relationship? Or was Jeffree the one that initiated the conversation, saying, you know, like, that they were not in love? Like, which one of them was the one that came out and said it first? That's one thing that I want to know. And people would say, oh, it doesn't matter, but, I mean, I just like to know. I'm nosy. I like to know. Okay, but besides that, Jeffree said that Nate has visited the dogs, which is good. You know, applause for Nate. Like, he didn't just abandon his family or whatever. Because in Jeffree and Nate's relationship, their dogs are like their kids. So I think that's a big thing. I think he should still do that.
He came over the other day and visited the dogs, and it was so beautiful. There's no custody battle. He can come over here whenever he wants, you know. And the dogs miss him a lot. I miss waking up to him every morning, and
but I do know from experience, from being in a relationship where we split up and he had to come back to, like, get his things on a couple different trips because he had a lot of things that were at my house. It's very difficult, even when you split up with someone, even if you're saying, you know, straight out that you guys don't want to be together, like, I did not want to be with him any longer. But still, those feelings were so new and fresh in my heart and in my mind that even him just coming to get his things was so difficult.
My soulmate is no longer with me.
Even after we broke up and things like that, like, at times when things would happen, it would be so hard not to text him, because I'm the type of person, when I'm in a relationship, like, that person is not just my partner, but they're my best friend also. And so, like, when things would happen, at least the first week or two, you know, when something would happen, something bad or something good, you know, either way, it was hard not to pick up the phone to text him, just because that was a regular, like, that was the routine. It's hard when a relationship first separates to break the routines.
I can't believe he's not here right now. The love of my life is no longer I don't wake up to him anymore. He's no longer here every morning, and my routines have changed, and I'm just in a state of shock right now.
Whether you want to be with the person anymore or not, I think just getting your own routine back and learning how to be without that person is very difficult. And I think that that's probably what Jeffree has been going through. Just probably trying to figure out how to get his routines back in a way that doesn't revolve around Nate and his routines. Not saying that Jeffree's life revolves around Nate, but because Jeffree's very independent and things like that. But when you're in a relationship, you get so comfortable with that person always being there that you don't realize how much of your daily things intertwine, not necessarily rely on, but intertwine with their schedule and what they do. And it's just very difficult in the beginning, in that first week or two, to really get your independent schedule back where it's no longer intertwined with that person's. And you have to really get, like Jeffree was saying about his mental health, you have to get your mental state back in check, because for so long mentally that person has been there. I don't know, it's very similar, because in my situation, I was with my daughter's father for 5 years before we separated. And, that's a whole nother story for another time. The reasons why and everything that's went on, girl, I'll have to spill all that tea to y'all later. We're just now building that kind of relationship, me and you guys. So I haven't went into that yet, but that's another story for another time. But anyway, but we were together 5 years, and then we separated. And just the same kind of situation with Jeffree and Nate. It was my house, so he had to come and get his things, and just, I don't know, it was just difficult. And my heart goes out to him, because I know what he's going through. I think any of us that have been through breakups with long-term relationships can definitely feel for his situation. And that is never an easy thing. Just when you think that you're over it and past it, and you're finally gaining that independence back to where you're okay, where you're no longer crying and forgetting that you're not supposed to text him about stuff, then it's you barely get through that hurdle, and then something will remind you. Even if you're the one who initiates it, you still have those memories, whether you are trying to move past that person or not. A memory will come up, a movie will come on that y'all used to watch together, or a song will come on that y'all always listen to together, or whatever. Just certain little things out of the blue, and you're like, God, what is this world doing to me? Why? Can I not just get past this relationship? Just stop sending me these signals, because I do not even want to hear this right now. Sometimes that's just what you feel like. But my heart goes out to Jeffree, and I know this is a tough time for him. I am so thankful that nothing happened to his mother. I'm thankful that everything's okay with his family. I hate that him and Nate split up. I mean, a lot of people had speculated that their relationship was so fake.
I have really thick skin. I could take a lot, but I think it really wears you down when you're in love with someone and all you hear is, he's with you for the money, he's this, he's that, he's that. He met me when I had nothing, and he never changed. And that's what I love the most, is he stayed true to who he was.
And I never thought it was a fake relationship. I really didn't. A lot of people speculated that Nate was using Jeffree for money or this or that. But Jeffree said in his video, Nate was with Jeffree before he had any of this that he has now. I don't know. I always felt their relationship was authentic. I didn't think that it was one using the other one, or just for media attention, or that it was for any other kind of purposes. I really thought that they had a pretty strong relationship. Jeffree did say in his video that some of his family members that he hasn't talked to in years have tried going to the media to sell stories about what happened for money and things like that.
We've had family try to reach out to the media to make money off of me and Nathan's breakup. I don't even know how to process that. We're over here heartbroken, dealing with our emotions, dealing with things behind the scenes and off camera. And there's family trying to tell the media fake stories, get money out of it. There's people that I haven't spoken to in years, even before meeting Nathan, that are trying to talk about us. How can you talk about someone you've never met? It's been a lot.
And you know what that reminded me of? I don't know if any of y'all follow Aphrodite. Aphrodite, the pop culture psychic. Girl, I stand Aphrodite. I love me some Aphrodite, okay? But Aphrodite had actually done a reading. I don't know if it was on Rich Lex's channel or if it was Aphrodite's channel. But it was a collab, regardless, with Rich and Aphrodite. And they were like doing a reading on Jeffree and Nate's relationship here a couple months back. So Aphrodite had said something in the video about somebody going to the media for money or something like that. I'll try to find a clip.
Ew, this is actually gross.
Okay.
The Ten of Pentacles reversed, which means that they want money.
So I think Aphrodite was like spot on what he said about their relationship was strong, but that they did have some hurdles and things like that. But he did tell Jeffree to watch out and that somebody would be going to media. So that definitely was accurate. And I don't know. Like I said, I love Aphrodite. So I guess the next logical question is, where does Jeffree Star go from here, and how does he move forward from the relationship with Nate? So here's what he said as far as what he has in mind for his business.
Just trying to figure out what is next. It's 2020, okay? We're gonna start things off fresh. You know, I can't wait to get back to doing what I love and creating, and Jeffree Star Cosmetics has so many amazing things to look forward to this year. I'm just so excited. Even though I'm so sad, I am ready to get back to work. I am ready for this new chapter, I think. I'm scared, I don't know. But thank you guys for being a part of my life. I want to make you proud this year, and there's so many amazing things in the works. So
now what I want you guys to do is go ahead and comment below what you think about Jeffree and Nate's relationship. Like, girl, who do you think broke up with who? Do you think it was Jeffree breaking up with Nate? Do you think it was Nate breaking up with Jeffree? What do you think? I kind of feel like it was Nate that initiated the breakup, but I don't know. Like, I think if it was just up to Jeffree that they'd still be together. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that there's a chance they might get back together? Like, you know, it's always possible. Nate's over there visiting the dogs. Jeffree comes down wearing her pink robe. Like, hello, Nate. Are you coming to see the dogs? Like, I've just been devastated and heartbroken without you. I haven't been able to eat or sleep. I've just been so sick about this relationship. Nate, we were supposed to live in this castle together, and you've broken me. Like, girl, is it very that? Is it very that? Will they get back together? What is gonna happen? Only time will tell. I'll be here reporting, as always. Girl. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I've had too much caffeine today. I have had too much caffeine today. Like, a little bit too many of the Coca-Colas. Anyway. Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think? Do you think that there's a chance they might get back together? Do you think that this is like a forever breakup? What do y'all think? And always, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. Please like, please comment, and send me lots of love. And until next time, love you guys so much. Bye.